everyone, and welcome to Chris's Chaos. I am your host, Chris Cortez, and I am back, baby. Feeling better than ever. Since my surgery, it's been about 8 days. I got the stents taken out yesterday, and feeling really, really good. Now, I tried to, record last night, but man, I had to cover night 8. A little behind after night 7 and all that happened in night 7. Check out that video, by the way. Lot going on with night 7. You should definitely check out the review and listen to what I have to say about all these matches. They were incredible. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Let's get right into it. We're here to cover night 8, and man, I would say it was a lot more focused. It was a lot more like just with time and everything that was going on, I was able to capture it all and really was ready to go. By this morning, I watched the final match, and got to say that final match was, I would say, easily the match of the night. Cobb versus Zack Sabre Jr. Jeff Cobb is a beast. I had a feeling he was going to win. I called it, and sure enough, he did. Zack Sabre Jr. has nothing, to worry about. He is more than likely going to the finals of the playoffs. He is looking better than ever. This guy is on, another level right now. He's graduated to another level. And he's made a believer out of me, Zack Sabre Jr., because when I first saw him, I thought he was cool. I thought he was unique. And I was like, this guy's interesting to me. He definitely knows his chain wrestling. He knows his submissions. But it was a little bit slow paced. Like a lot of people say they're not into Zack Sabre Jr. Well, let me tell you, this guy over time just was able to speed up, be more aggressive. He's strong. He's athletic. He's got the speed. He is on another level. He's got it all now. So don't tell me that you're not as that. I'm not really into his style. His style has become like transcending. All right, the guy is, should be anything he wants to be. If he wants to be the New Japan IWGP champion down the line, he could do it. Okay, especially if you tell me I'm that I'm lying, and I'll show you the match. Okay, I'll show you a main event match that was, like on par with the rest of the main event matches. I got about 5 dogs that we're watching, and they are very playful right now. A lot of young bucks, especially the puppy, but I'm not gonna, let them keep me down. So they know better than that. Jackson, buy low. Sit down. Chill out. Be cool. Okay, right back into it. We're gonna get into it with some things here. Aaron Henare versus Evil. I liked it. It was good. Was surprised that Evil still. I'm always gonna be cool with Evil winning, but Aaron Henare really needs a win, but Evil was able to do it. Goto versus Coughlin. It was a cool little match. Again, it was a nice, decent match, quick. Probably the quickest match of the night. Takagi versus Nicholls was a great match. Hard-hitting, very intense match. Loved it. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Toru, kind of expected that Tanahashi was going to win, and it was fun. It was a funny match. They're cool, but Toru got crazy. We'll talk about that. Tomohiro Ishii versus Eddie Kingston. Just a hard-hitting match, as to be expected. It was an excellent match. And I called Ishii was going to win. Take nothing away from Kingston. Ishii was set to win this match. And it's looking like there's possibility they'll probably have a rematch for Eddie Kingston's title. The open weight strong title. Naito versus Shane Haste, probably the second best match of the night. Naito's, I think, best performance in the G1 so far. Haste, incredible performance, okay? These two really showed up. I was a little sad to see Naito win, but I had a feeling that Haste was going to win this. Naito gave him the nod, take nothing away from either two. Haste is looking incredible now, okay? He definitely was, elevated, okay, by Naito, okay? Tonga versus David Finlay, hell of a fight. Just a wild finish. Setting up for definitely a rematch. You will know there will definitely be a rematch between these two for Finlay's never open weight title. Okay, And then Zack Sabre Jr. versus Jeff Cobb, match of the night. Okay, match of the night. So, excellent show. Okay, I am going to cover it in detail. Just want to let you know. Please check out Night 7. Once again, it was a great show. A lot that happened. I put a lot of work into that. I know the audio was a little low, but I did my best. And if you turn up the volume, it should be good. Added a couple images as to what was happening with my surgery. And I hope you enjoyed that. And then also, leave any comments or thumbs up if you're watching this video. Once again, I really appreciate it. I'm almost there with my recovery. As far as, just the swelling needs to go down for maybe another week. I should be able to exercise. And they say about 6 weeks really to be truly healed. And then even several months after, the bones will be healing. The septum will be healing. So we're good to go. And I'm definitely less nasal sounding heavy. So that's good to know. I got, this will be the last time I use this headset. I got Audio Technica ATH headphones coming in, the M50s, and it's a streaming headset with a microphone that I can detach, and it's supposed to be a good mic. It's something for me to use to start with. The headphones I'm keeping. Eventually, I will switch to a separate studio mic, but this will be a hell of a lot better than what I'm using right now. Just stepping into another level. And I can use it for gaming. I can use it for listening to music as well as studio equipment, and even watch movies. So I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm getting those headphones, the headset this afternoon. So my next recording will be for night 9. I'll be wearing some new headsets, and hopefully the sound quality will be that much better. Now moving in to this show. Okay, Match 1, Night 8, held at the KORAKUEN Hall in Bunkyo-ku City, Japan, July 26th. This place is the Viking Hall of New Japan Pro Wrestling. This place is so just amped, okay? Small venue, was packed, okay? Fully loaded. And the fans did not disappoint. They were hyped the entire show, okay? Most hyped for the main event. That is the crowd that you need, okay? Gotta give it up to that crowd. That crowd was on fire tonight, all right? Jeff Cobb, what? I gotta say it one more time. This guy is a star. He is a national treasure to New Japan, okay? AEW and WWE are missing out on this guy. But let me just get into the first match. C Block, Aaron Henare versus Evil, my boy. Good. So let's start this off. Henare comes out. Dick Togo strikes Henare during his entrance, okay, from behind. And Chris Charlton shouts, "Who let that dick backstage?" He throws Henare into the ring where Evil is just ready to attempt pinfalls, okay? Chinlock against the ring. Henare then sent to the barricade. Evil chokes Henare with a mic cord and has the mic right in his face, trying to get him to tap out or something. And Henare afterwards is sent to the bleachers. He does fire back, slams Evil into a west section side sign, hits him right in the face. It was nice. They are back in the ring after about 8-second count. Finally, the ref is counting. Henare stalks Evil, then strikes the gut. A headbutt, a snapmare, kick to the back, and a senton, followed by a pin attempt. Henare's a beast. Okay, full Nelson applied by Henare, but Evil breaks out, elbows him, runs into the elbow by Henare, clothesline in a corner, and soon after a kamikaze bomb. A sidewalk slam where the landing looks more like a Falcon Arrow, pin attempt. They're outside now, and Dick Togo is as well. He's going to throw some distraction in so Evil can throw Henare into the barricade and then into a bleacher divider. High up behind the commentator's side, Evil is striking Henare, then hooks the ref to block what Dick is doing, choking Henare, who breaks out of that and slams Evil's head together like Mo. Okay, just takes Dick and slams them together like Mo. Taking Evil down the stairs, Henare headbutts Evil and slams him into the divider. Little metal plate. He then lifts Evil up for a hard fall-away slam, pin attempt, goes for the full Nelson again as Evil stomps the foot of Henare to send Henare hard into the exposed corner, okay? Which Dick had already taken off the pad. We didn't get to see that. But Henare fires back with a running knee strike. Crowd is chanting loud and fast as Henare waits for Evil to get up so he can strike him. But Evil, aware, uses Henare's moment to send his shoulder right into the corner. Thankfully, not the exposed one, okay? Because it was a hard throw. Followed by a clothesline in the corner, then a fisherman buster. Basically a fisherman suplex, okay, by Evil. Darkness Falls, delivered by Evil. But Henare, he kicks out just before 3. Evil goes for everything is evil, but gets countered with an insecurity, then a high knee in the corner, and then Rampage by Henare. Henare lifts him up again, but can't, okay? Evil blocks it. They counter each other, but Henare chops, a headbutt, a running rugby kick by Henare, and a pin attempt. Henare lifts for Evil for Streets of Rage, but blocks it, distracts the ref. Again, does Dick Togo. Evil distracts the ref so that Dick Togo can hit Henare with a chair. Well, Henare catches that, okay? Pretty much catches him and distracts. What does Dick do? He throws the chair in Henore's hands, and then the ref takes the chair from Henare, and as he's putting it back, low blow by Evil. Okay, you can't stop Evil. Okay, evil genius. All right, and after the low blow, he hits everything is evil, followed by the pinfall victory. What are you gonna do? Henare, he's now 1-3. Okay, Evil 3-1. All right, who's gonna stop my boy Evil? Okay, Evil is taking on Tomohiro Ishii. That's going to be a match, okay? Henare, he's taking on David Finlay. Again, these are going to be some hard-hitting ass matches, okay? I'm looking forward to it. Second match, D Block, okay? Hirooki Goto versus Alex Coughlin. Quick little match, okay? It was cool though. Bell rings. And Goto, the story goes is Goto is like just bandaged up in the midsection. He is just completely. There's no break it, no fracture, but he's been wrapped up. So he comes out and he's definitely like not on his level. Okay, as the story goes. And Coughlin is a beast. He's going to show him absolutely no mercy. Okay. Coughlin kicks Goto right in the gut, sends him outside, then sends him back right into the barricade. Okay. Grabs a chair from a seated like plug, okay, from a fan that's basically a plug, hits him right in the ribs, okay. Goto slow to get up, gets back at 15, but Coughlin kicks and stands on Goto, chops by Goto, but another kick to the gut. Coughlin slams Goto's back into the ring edge outside, back in the ring, a pin attempt, and then a variated abdominal stretch. And locks the arms. He's torquing. Goto makes it barely to the ropes for the break. Coughlin stands up. Goto again, who chops back, but then just a knee to the gut by Coughlin. But Goto takes Coughlin to the corner for some chops. But again, however, Coughlin just overpowering. Okay, one strike sends Goto down. Okay, it's one thing to face Coughlin. You're already at a disadvantage when it comes to his strength, speed, and athletic ability. Goto is injured. Okay. This is just, a matter of time before Coughlin gets this win. Kick to the leg and a heel kick and a backbreaker. Okay, Goto just has not been able to get up on his own. Goes for a pin attempt. Okay, so Goto cannot let so that is about some of the last piece of offense that Goto's going to strike that he's going to use. Goto cannot let. He tries to lift up Coughlin, can't get him up. Okay, Coughlin elbows Goto and chops the collarbone just right off of Goto, okay? Suplex missed, and Goto, with a strike, goes for GTR, but a thumb to the eyes and a knee to the gut by Coughlin. Just a massive vertical jackhammer, and it's over, okay? Coughlin gets his first victory. He's now 1-3, and Coughlin's facing Tetsuya Naito next, okay? That will be an interesting one, okay? There's no telling. Tanahashi, Naito just took the loss, so he might be trying to bounce back, but there's no telling. Could give another nod to a guy like Alex Coughlin, who is amazing. Okay, Goto 2-2. He faces Tanahashi. That's going to be a hell of a match. Okay, these two are veterans. They're just well respected. I expect to see some action from these two. Now, Goto. Just going back to what happened with Goto. We knew, I kind of, just go back to night 8, okay, when Goto faced Alex Coughlin. Sorry, not night 8. It is night 8. Night 6, okay? When Goto faced Shane Haste, he managed to do more or less in the same amount of time, just kind of get some action in. Haste is a little less, is not as overpowering as Coughlin. He's not nowhere near, but he is athletic, he's strong, and Goto basically was able to kind of survive with a victory, okay? He couldn't do that to Coughlin. That wasn't going to happen. Not this time, okay? So Goto's going to have to kind of get his bearings back. Hopefully he's ready for his next match when he takes on Hiroshi Tanahashi. That is up in the air. We'll talk about that. I'll think about my predictions as far as where it goes. Goto's 2-2. Tanahashi is now 2-2, so it's going to be a close one. Next up, third match, C Block, Shingo Takagi versus Mikey Nicholls. Great match. All right. Love Shingo Takagi. Nicholls just as strong, just as intense, just as aggressive. So just very evenly matched these two. Okay. So that made for a hell of a match. Both have that intensity. They snap with their attacks. That's all you can, that's really all I ask for from a wrestler, is to just be intense. Okay. And focused. Whatever moves that guy or girl can do, okay, do your moves right. I don't care if it's 3 moves. So if you have 3 moves, but you hit them as intense as possible, that's what it takes to be a pro wrestler. That's going to be appreciated more than anything else, okay? And these guys have a hell of a lot more than just 3 moves. So we're going to get right into it. Bell rings. They don't rush into it, okay? They both know, okay, that they know that the other is strong, okay? Is not going to just play around. They lock up and release. Clearly evenly matched. Kick to the gut and an elbow into a shoulder tackle. No budge. This is by Shingo. Okay, he's the first to kind of strike. Then Nicholls hits the ropes into a forearm, leading to an exchange of strikes. Nicholls does send Shingo down. Okay, Shingo gets a snapmare and a sliding lariat. You're going to see that sliding lariat a lot in this match. They both have like a lot of snap intensity with the lariats. Just intensity. I can't say it enough. Headlock by Nicholls. Shingo fights out but gets caught right into a back suplex, then slammed into the guardrails, okay, and into the edge on the right, okay, by Nicholls. Back in at 15 seconds, right into Nicholls' vertical suplex for 10 seconds. He's holding him up in the air, is Nicholls. Just another display of his strength and Shingo's ability to kind of keep himself up there, you know. Both of them. Excellent. So Nicholls goes for the snapmare and the lariat of his own, but misses. It gets hit by a shoulder block, chop, and a lariat. Nice combo by Shingo, who then hits a shoulder block and a senton. Vertical suplex, pin attempt. Shingo says, "It's time. Let's go, go, go." Okay? Love it. Love it. He looks at the camera. It's the best. Okay? Can't get enough of it every time. And the crowd's going crazy. The crowd's going loving it. Shingo, okay, sends Nicholls to the corner, who tries to, lift the boot, but Shingo catches that. No. And he just tosses it aside, clotheslines Nicholls, sending him back down to the mat. Shingo hits the sliding lariat and a pin attempt. He's just hyping the crowd some more. I mean, more than ever, I see Shingo's just a crowd lifter, okay? I love it. And I always just thought, I kind of looked at him as just a badass who didn't need to be a crowd lifter. He's a total crowd lifter. He's a total baby face. He is more than ready to just take that title back, okay? The IWGP. So I mean, he's a favorite of mine, as you can probably expect. So he goes to lift Nicholls, who blocks a DDT Shingo. He then hits the corner clothesline to the other corner, gets kicked, but that does not stop him from delivering another clothesline and a suplex off the top turnbuckle. Look good. They are both down for that one. I mean, a hell of a suplex off the top. They get back up for strikes, more strikes exchange, and the strikes look sick. I can't emphasize this enough. Death Valley bomb, okay? And Nicholls' lariat. Pin attempt, only 2. Looks sick, but only 2. Nicholls sends the Mikey bomb. He goes for that Mikey bomb, but Shingo holds onto the ropes and hits a Death Valley driver. They both get a strong clothesline in, clothesline each other, and at the same time, strikes exchange. Headbutts by both. They run the ropes and crash right into each other. Shingo gets the advantage on that collision and just falls right on Nicholls, okay, for the pin. It looked like he just kind of fell on him, but he really just he landed on him. It was very intentional. He just crashed into him, okay? That had to hurt both of them. But it was Shingo's attack. So, and just kind of falls on him, pins him, gets the 1, 2, 3, does Shingo. Shingo, 2 and 2. Nicholls, 1 and 3. Can't take nothing away from Nicholls, okay? Nothing to be ashamed of. Hell of a match for Nicholls and Shingo. Loving it. Very much looking forward to Shingo's next match when he takes on Tama. That is going to be a hell of a match. And Nicholls, he's going up against Eddie Kingston. So if Nicholls can perform against Shingo anywhere near like he performed with Shingo, he'll have a banger with Eddie Kingston. He'll have a hard-hitting slugfest with Eddie Kingston. Okay? Moving forward, we got fourth match, D Block, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Toru Yano. Expected Tanahashi winning, sure enough, he does. It was a very funny match, quick match. Yano comes in with that hairspray, loves to spray it, whatever the hell it is, he's spraying it. The Charlton Kelly points out G1 record 4, 15, and 2. Not a good lifetime record. So, and I don't expect it to turn to 5 wins against Tanahashi. Bell rings. They're squatting. They're squatting in the ring with their heads like pressed together. Okay. And Charlton points out, oh, this is actually based kind of a pose coming from a famous manga called Bebop High School. I'm familiar, obviously, with Cowboy Bebop from my my days working at an anime shop and watching Cowboy Bebop, but I'm not too familiar with Bebop High School. 2 characters apparently are called Toru and Hiroshi. So. Sure enough, makes sense. Okay, that kind of was a little interesting little piece of information. Then they shake hands. They're being clean. They lock up. Yano taken to the ropes, clean break. They lock up again. Hiroshi on the ropes, clean break from Yano, and single waist lock reversed. Okay, forearm strikes exchanged again. Very funny. Okay, eventually Hiroshi hits the sling blade. Okay. More strikes from Hiroshi and a body slam, then a somersault. Missed. Okay, he missed that one. Taken out to the barricades. Okay, is Hiroshi Tanahashi from Yano. Yano's getting aggressive. Okay, Yano gets the tape out. You know where this is going. Hiroshi gets hold of that tape, and then what does he do? He doesn't use it. He gives it to a fan. Just says, "Here you go, buddy." Hiroshi's not going to go stoop to that level. Back in the ring, Hiroshi attacks, but is taken to the corner. Yano takes out the corner as always. Hiroshi has the pad. well, Yano tries to strike Hiroshi, who holds onto the pad. What does Yano do? He corkscrews the pad, sending Tanahashi into a front bump. This is all theatrics, okay? But it was really funny. I can't get enough. I mean, when you know what to expect from your competitors, you gotta just sit back and enjoy the show, okay? And Hiroshi, okay, sent to the corner. This time to the exposed corner, okay, made it look good, and then a slingshot to the exposed corner, okay, very good. Yano then goes for a demon killer, but can't get it applied. Spear to Hiroshi, okay. Sends him to the ref, okay, knocking him down. Yano has the chair. Hiroshi, I'm sorry, I forgot. It's after the Demon Killer is blocked, Yano goes for a low blow, okay? Tanahashi blocks that, takes the arm into it like a dragon corkscrew, and then a leg dragon screw, okay? It does a Tanahashi. The spear to Hiroshi Tanahashi sends him to the ref, knocking him down. So, yeah, he didn't have to bump into the ref, but Yano does it on purpose after the spear by Tanahashi so that he can grab a chair. Hiroshi hits the chair just punches the chair, hitting Yano in the face. Another sling blade, a frog splash. You know where this is going. Hiroshi Tanahashi's 2-2 now. Yano is 0-4, okay? Yano takes on Cobb, okay? Next match, he's taking on Cobb. Jeff Cobb, this is... If he wins, okay, it'll be the upset of all upsets. It'll be the biggest joke of the entire G1 Climax. It's not going to happen, though. my prediction is Cobb is going to go 5-0. He's going to pretty much solidify his place in the G1 playoffs. And Yano is pretty much going to solidify his place outside of the G1 playoffs. Tanahashi takes on Goto, as I mentioned. It's going to be a hell of a match. I'm going to go with Goto on that one, but we're going to talk about the predictions. Fifth match, C block. Tomohiro Ishii versus Eddie Kingston. Again, hard-hitting, awesome match. You knew it was going to be a barn burner, slugfest. Won't end quickly. It's not going to be pretty either, okay? Bell rings, they lock up. Kingston now 2-1. Ishii's 0-3. I've been saying it. Ishii's going to get the win. On the ropes is Ishii. Clean break, but soon after a forearm by Kingston, okay, missed. Okay, Kingston's, he's being clean about it, but he's not gonna be giving Ishii too much time. Okay, test of strength. Ishii is on the upper hand, but then Kingston gets the upper hand. Back to Ishii. Okay, followed by a knee and a strikes, a slam by Kingston, then a double stop, chops by Ishii, then one by Kingston, and another by Ishii, and one by Kingston. Just back and forth, back and forth. This continues for multiple exchanges. Kingston hits the ropes, but Ishii shoulder tackles him like a bulldozer, okay? Ishii, is a beast, okay? Everybody knows it. Everyone who watches AEW and loves Ishii knows what's going on. Kick to the back of Kingston, who is hurting now. More kicks to his back. Kingston tries to strike, but one Ishii chop, and Kingston is right back down, okay? A big chop from Ishii and another. Elbows by Kingston. Ishii hits the back suplex. Knee drop to the back of Ishii's head. Kingston fires back with a knife. That was a good little move. Multiple chops and an exploder by Kingston. Pin attempt. Another chop by Kingston, and the chops are exchanged again. Okay, Kingston lowers the singlet down. He's going to get serious right now, as if it wasn't already serious enough. After what seemed like 50 chops apiece, okay, Kingston finally sends Ishii down with chop number 100. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, just so many damn chops. Ishii, though, up to his feet. Kingston looks to hit another exploder, does get it after a second attempt, pin attempt. After some strikes, 2 Germans by Ishii. After a missed enziguri from Ishii, Kingston lands the lariat and the back suplex, pin attempt, and then a stretch plum. Okay, he goes to this kind of stretch plum. Hey, you, chill out. Jackson. Hey, yo, Jackson and Trudy, shut it. Sit. Thank you. Okay. Lariat. Now I lost my place. Stretch plum. Thank you for your patience. Okay. After a missed enziguri from... Hey, Jackson, sit down. Stop it. Sit down. Sorry about that. Jumping right in. Quit it. Okay. After a stretch plum, Ishii almost looked to tap, but doesn't, but begins to fade. Kingston turns it into a pin, almost 3. Still some life left in Ishii. Back fist missed. So Ishii hits 3 headbutts. Okay. 1 to the gut, the shoulder, and right in the head. Pin attempt. Chops by Kingston. Ishii with an enziguri. Okay. Kingston with an enziguri. Ishii with 2 lariats. Both followed by pin attempts. Chops and back fists by Kingston. And another pin, almost 3. Kingston perplexed at the 15-minute mark. Will they make it to the draw? I don't think so. Northern Lights bomb, blocked to double knees, a sliding lariat, vertical brain buster, and Ishii wins. Once I saw that vertical brain buster, you knew it was going to be over. Okay, and I'll tell you, those 3 headbutts. Okay, the last one looks so beast. This guy has such a big head. He makes it look so good when he crashes into the head of Kingston. That stretch plum was an interesting move by Kingston, and it faded Ishii. It was a good little hold. And Kingston just let it go to turn the pin. I almost felt like like story wise, Kingston could have probably maybe just kept going with it. Didn't really make sense for him to let go of that hold. Okay, but maybe he just wanted to just hurry this up and get the pin. I don't know what that was all about. Okay. But that back fist by Kingston was hard hitting. Okay, now I got 2. I know my dogs are looking over there like they're watching. I should close the blinds, but I need gives them something to do. I should definitely close those blinds before my review. But eventually I'm going to have my own room for the studio. we do this to make our side hustle money, and we are both definitely, hustling. We just paid for an extraordinarily expensive enough, at least from our standards, wedding. We had an incredible Costa Rican honeymoon, full of excursions, beaches, mountains, volcanoes, ATV. What can I say? We work hard, we play hard. So, back to the matches. 6 match, D block. Tetsuya Naito versus Shane Haste. Again, I'll say it. Second best match. Wasn't surprised that Shane Haste got the win. But, of course, Naito's my boy. Haste comes out to his music. I need to look it up. Sounds like the guitar work. The instrumentals sound a lot like Audio Slave, I would say. The vocals kind of remind me of something like Airborne, or and then that other band that's like, hey, y'all crazy bitch, but you fuck so good when I'm on top of it. Anyway, voice is still repairing before I start doing impressions and start singing again. That we're gonna have to wait for, which I'm sure you guys aren't too concerned about. So I like his music, but I like Tetsuya Naito's much, much more. Okay, it's the best. It's the best music ever. I don't give a damn. They come in the ring. They both have hats on. Okay, Naito, as you know, has his cap with the, ungovernables of Japan, and Shane Haste, he's got the orange top hat from Jim Carrey's Dumb and Dumber. The hat looks cool. Looks better on. I'm trying to fix some things. All right, well, everyone, welcome back. Sorry about that little break, little detour. The dogs, they heard something. I thought I heard something from the door, and I'm over here just kind of on edge, waiting for my headphones to come up, waiting for these headphones to arrive. So, I figured, hey, I might need a sign for something. But it was not the case. So, gave the dogs a chance to go outside, gave myself a chance to check on my mic. I realized my mic was not receiving input. I had to adjust the settings to make sure that the mic was receiving was the input device, because the headphones were working. They were, as far as output goes, the headphones were working, but not the mic. So for input, so that's good. Got a little break. Also maybe took a little sip break, and managed to clean up my nose a little bit, because I know that's running, but you won't be able to see that, thankfully. Back to Naito versus Shane Haste. So they're both in the ring, and Naito's like, I like your hat. I'm gonna go ahead and try it on. Let me try it on. Maybe, and then Charlton's like, oh, maybe they're gonna swap hats. No, Naito takes the hat, keeps his hat, puts on the hat that Haste wears, and Shane Haste's like, yeah, mine's better. Yeah, better, good, better. What does Naito do? He takes the hat, just throws it, or lobs, just tosses it right behind him, lands in the crowd, deep in the crowd. Haste is pissed, but Naito strikes first, okay? And just sends him right outside, sends Haste right outside the ring. Naito continues the attack back in the ring as Haste, once Haste gets back in, Naito continues the attack, sends him to the ropes, hits the drop kick. Hits the drop kick, does Haste, okay? With the then puts on Naito's cap, starts to do the Naito poses. He hits the snapmare drop kick just like Naito. Poses some more, super suplex blocked, okay, but not Naito's neck breaker, okay, which is off the top rope, and a drop kick to the wounded Haste, falls back outside, okay. He sends Haste to the barricade, elbow, then locks him out, and a neck breaker onto the barricade. Okay, he puts him over the barricade and then hits that neck breaker. So, again, Naito is as aggressive as he's ever been in this G1 Climax. He's doing all his textbook moves, the way he moves in the ring, the way he snaps, and he's a very innovative. He has a very innovative set of offense. This is why I love Naito so much in the ring, okay? And it's not just an entrance. It's not just his look and his poses. The guy can wrestle, okay? So anyone who tells me he can't go or he's slowed down can, I don't know, eat a dick, because Naito's the man. But you already kind of knew that I'm, just total mark for him. I get it. But Haste, okay?
What I'm seeing here, though, also tells me that Haste more than likely is going to win this match. Setting Haste up to be the underdog is not a normal thing that Naito is doing these days. Okay, setting people up to be the underdog unless he's giving them the nod. Okay, it just kind of threw me off for a second. I just had a feeling that was my impression. So he then drop kick. Okay. Let me see. He then ref counts as Naito waits. Haste back in at like 16 seconds. Okay, the crowd is clapping. Okay, for Haste. Naito with the cravat. Okay, devious cravat. Okay, snapmare, more cravat. Another neck breaker, just totally torquing the neck of Shane Haste. This is the move that this is the part of the body that he's isolated, obviously for Destino. Okay. And it's effective. It is very effective. So at this point, I'm thinking, either Haste, the underdog, he's going to come back, he's going to win, or Naito is just going to keep on just going to completely knock Haste out of his guard and show him something that, maybe he wasn't expecting. Naito that's just in killer mode. Okay. Let me, losing my place here. Just another neck breaker, another strike. At this point, more of the cravat, okay? Again, Haste lifts up Naito, okay? Oh, sorry, another strike at this point. Haste, Naito, okay? Let me catch my breath here, okay? Haste lifts up Naito, okay, trying to break the hold, but Naito just holds on to the cravat, okay? Haste strikes, drags him over to break the hold, just kind of lifts him over his shoulder, and finally just breaks the hold. Okay, Chop hits the rope, sliding drop kick to the back of Naito. More elbows to the neck. Naito on the turnbuckle, however, hits Esperanza. Okay, then an uppercut by Haste, enziguri by Naito, a back suplex by Haste. Both are down, and 10-minute mark is passed. Not too many pin attempts at all. I haven't mentioned. I was like, has there been any pin attempts at this point? Then he lifts a Death Valley driver, does Haste to Naito, who then kind of reverses for like a half Destino, goes for the full Destino, but Haste with a strong lariat. Both are down. Haste comes to first, tries to lift Naito, who elbows him, but then Haste lifts him again, only to receive Destino. I'm like, holy shit, this could be it. But kick out at 2.5. Naito goes for another, gets caught in the Bomb Valley Death for the pin. And it's a sweet move. Had a feeling it was going to end soon. It was a lot had happened in the first 10 minutes. So, sure enough, Shane is victorious. Both are now 2-2. Naito, Coughlin, Haste, Sabre Jr. Okay? Haste versus Sabre Jr. I'm just very curious as to what's going to happen with Haste and Sabre Jr. Very interesting. It's going to be a very close call. Okay, we'll talk about that in predictions. Tonga. Okay, we've got the next match, 7th match, barn burner, slugfest. Another one, just a hell of a match. Okay, C block. You want to talk about working on the outside of the ring and doing attacks, making it look awesome. These two pulled it off. Okay, they made me just very invested in the match outside of the ring. Okay. Because David Finlay comes out and, before he can even get past the entrance, Tonga just attacks him. There is no love lost between these two, okay? And I called it. Tonga was going to win this match, and sure enough, he did, okay? This was going to be the match that Finlay was ready to take an L, and it was smart the way they finished it. Everything was perfect in this match. Everything leading up to the storyline is perfect. Finlay's fine. Tonga's on the rise. Both these two are destined for the playoffs as far as I'm concerned. Love them. They're both incredibly gifted, or they're just hell of athletes, okay? I think these two could be the guys to make it to the playoffs, okay, in the C block, okay? That's just my prediction at this point. But we'll see. I know there are several other guys in the C block that I could be overlooking. Tonga goes after Finlay again, right off the bat. It looked like he was going to suplex Finlay off a barricade, not off the barricade, off the bleacher stand, like a whole level. Okay, but David Finlay. There's a little bit of a distraction from the ref trying to tell from Red Shoes. Red Shoes trying to tell Tama Tonga, don't do this. And he keeps telling Tonga to leave. Tonga's like, yeah, okay. Then goes right back to just pounding, assaulting Finlay. But eventually, Finlay gets the space to push Tama Tonga off the stands. And Tonga lands on his legs, but tweaks the knee. We know the story. His knee's busted. Just like Tonga Low. Tonga Low's knee is busted. Legs are not working too well for Tama Tonga. And Finlay just goes right to the attack. This guy is relentless and ruthless. Grabs a chair right off a girl, like just a poor woman's chair. She did not look like a plug, okay? She just looked like she was scared shitless. It was great. Even the commentators are kind of like laughing a little bit because this is some crazy shit. Strikes to Tonga, I believe in the gut, then hits him in the leg. It was amazing. And then just they are just attacking each other back in the ring. Let me see here. Let me check my notes here. It was continues the assault, slams the knee on the ring apron, does Finlay. He just goes right after that knee. Okay, he already knows it's messed up. He flicks off the crowd, sit down strike on the leg of Tonga into the half Boston Crab. Everything is academic. Everything is done the way it's supposed to be done by Finlay. Tonga rolls for the reversal and kicks Finlay. Finlay just holds on to the leg, DDTs it. Okay, basically just slams back on it. More pain and pressure onto the leg. Tonga rolls for 5 more minutes have passed at this point. Already 5 minutes. They rang the bell while they were outside. Tonga able to land the picture perfect drop kick, but he's still struggling to recover. Okay, is Tonga shoulder to Finlay in the corner. Then a clothesline, more strikes to Finlay in the corner. Finlay reverses, but Tonga bounces back with a hell of a lariat. Beautiful stinger splash. A power slam with then a pin attempt. The guy just looks like a superstar. $1 million is Tama Tonga when he's doing his textbook maneuvers, his moves. He's built. He just looks. He's got the look. He's got the moves. He's got the attitude. He's got the entrance music. The guy is a superstar. Double axe handle by Tama Tonga. More strikes to Finlay by Tonga. Finlay just wards off the attack to hit this backbreaker. Looks sick. Okay, just like a Uranagi into the knee. This is something he does. This is textbook Finlay. They both just counter each other. Strikes by Finlay. Insecurity by Tonga. Death Valley driver. Roll through. I don't know what the hell Chris Charlton called it, but it was basically a Death Valley driver by Tonga where he rolls through, kind of like a cartwheel into it. He goes for the splash, but he goes for that, supreme. What is it? The supreme. I know I put it in my notes. Supreme float splash. Yeah, the supreme float, but just lands right on the knees of Finlay. And yeah, that just kind of knocks him down a peg or two. Just torture in the midsection. Finlay with a power slam. Then the leg right into. He power slams Tonga. Does Finlay, and he intentionally does this. He slams him right near the ring, hardest part of the ring, and most importantly, the leg hits that rope. The rope is unflinching. In case you think that this thing is like rubber, no. When I was wrestling, welts on the back I had to break in my back just to get the clothesline from the ropes. Okay, anybody who can tell you that. Hits the leg, not cool. Smart, very smart by Finlay. Okay, then Finlay applies a sharpshooter. Okay, he's doing everything right, screaming. Tonga selling the hell out of this. Okay, he just refuses to quit. Does make it to the rope. Finlay goes for the pile driver, but Tonga reverses back body drop over the rope, top rope. Let's see. Goes. Finlay just goes over the top rope. Plancha, okay, by Tonga. Hits his mark, all right. Back in the ring, Tonga hits that. He does hit the supreme float, and then a pin attempt. Goes for gun stun. Finlay hits a kind of a blue thunder bomb, okay. Then he hits the Dominator. Pin attempt by Finlay. A roll up by Tonga. Power bomb blocked by Tonga. Okay, they start striking each other. Okay, Finley's, again, they hate each other. Finlay still up in the corner, hits running spear. He then goes for the powerbomb, but Tonga reverses for the roll-up and the victory. Okay, just a quick roll-up is all he could do to stop Finlay in his tracks. Finlay is shocked in the face. He's just like, holy shit. He starts attacking. Tonga does Finlay immediately. He's like, screw this. It does hit the powerbomb. Then knocks Tonga in the head with the shillelagh, just knocking him out. He's like, screw this. You think you're going to take my win? Yeah. But, Tonga, he's got the win. He's doing good for himself. I believe now both are now 3-1. Okay. Tonga takes on Shingo Takagi. Should be a great match. Finlay will face Henare. Okay, again, should be a great match. And I will go over the predictions. Okay, 8th match. We're going to talk 8th match, but before I do, Ayo, chill it. You, down, sit down. Thank you. 8th match, D Block, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Jeff Cobb. Match of the night. Okay, by the way, I will say Finlay and, before I leave that match, Finlay and Tama Tonga wouldn't even argue if you said that was the best match of the night or second best match of the night, maybe tied for Naito's, because I was about to say that match could have been tied for Naito's. Just the aggression, the hard hitting. I feel like this was both of their best match. Okay, Finlay is a beast. Like his aggression. I like him more than Jay White. I'm sorry to say it. The guy is better than Jay White. Okay, he's superseded Jay White. Goto works better with Finlay than Jay White. Okay? At me. Go ahead and quote me on that. Okay? Goto is more aggressive now with his speech. You hear him like cursing all over the place. It's awesome. That is their tone. They're just killers. They're like a biker club. They are misogynists. They're just Westerners, white Yankees from the the West, from like Europe and America, and Australia, dominating, okay, the Far East. That is their intention. They're the Bullet Club, okay? They are the Westerners, okay? And more so now than ever, because now they got a little bit of division with House of Torture. Now, he said, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. What he's saying is that House of Torture is staying in the Bullet Club, okay? They're not letting them go, but they're also not going to be cool with them that much, okay? So it's like they have two different divisions. So if you can't figure that out, think of a biker club, okay? The War Dogs are like the Redwood Originals at this point. Even though House Torture is the Originals, they're like the highest. I don't know the freaking. I'm not like a biker and like biker gang know it all. What Sons of Anarchy? That's about it. Okay, maybe Easy Rider, and read a couple books on the Hell's Angels, but I'm not no expert. But so I can't think on the top of my head all the terminology, but. But I will say, I've said but about 7 times. That's the way they're going with this, okay? And David Finlay is taking this to another level, okay? So don't tell me that he's not on the next level. He is quickly becoming my favorite leader of the Bullet Club, okay? Since Kenny Omega, okay? And before, better than Jay White, okay? Sorry to say it. So, we will see what's going to happen next. I'm very, very curious as to what's going to. Finlay and Tonga see him going to the playoffs. Okay, I know I covered that a lot, but again, I'm starting to rant here. But these guys are superstars. Okay, and. If you don't want to know about people that aren't watching the show as much and aren't covering the show, well, guess what? I'm covering it right here to tell you there's a lot of story going on here, okay? That you don't even see. It's a slow burn, okay? Most of the story is told in the ring, but the story is a long burn, okay? That it's all big payoff at often at Wrestle Kingdom or Dominion, okay? So, excuse me. And of course, this G1 Climax, all building up. So, don't tell me there's not a lot of story going on here. You just have to fill in the gaps. You got to be creative, All right, and appreciate what these guys are doing in the ring, and it's something that I can appreciate. I'm not embarrassed to show this to anybody because it's not a bunch of stupid ass acting. It's not a bunch of corny ass stuff unless they're intentionally trying to be corny as fuck. I love it, okay, because they know what they're being corny as hell on purpose, okay, and they make it funny as shit for me, okay. Plus, I happen to love Japanese culture, so when they're funny, it's even better, okay. When they're excited, it's awesome, okay. So, anywho. Match 8, okay, final match, main event, Sabre Jr., Jeff Cobb, here we go. Both are 3-0. Perfect match for the main event. Crowd is hyped for this match, okay? Okay, just forget, respectful, kind of cool, calm Japanese crowd. No, they're clapping. They're like, let's do this. They're chanting. They're screaming. Bell rings. Very careful. Both are locked up. Here's the story, okay? Jeff Cobb's the powerhouse. So he could just overpower Sabre at any minute. Sabre knows this. Cobb knows that Sabre could put him in a submission, make him tap out. So he's got to watch out for reversals and counters and all types of crazy shit. So, yeah. Okay? Incredible matchup we got here. They do eventually lock up. Cobb gets the headlock, side headlock takeover, then the head scissors. But Cobb hits the headlock and takeover of his own. Scissors by Sabre. Trip missed by Sabre, but gets the reversal for the armbar. But so does Cobb. So you see some chain game, okay, from both of them. Okay, it's impressive. All right, even Red Shoes applauds. Okay, the crowd this is like textbook chain wrestling at its finest. Okay, and both these two are doing a hell of a job. Okay, waist lock, but Cobb gets out. Shoulder block on Sabre, who is hurt. Another one, okay? What the hell is Sabre thinking? It's kind of a question we're all asking because there's no way he's going to lift Cobb up, especially not now. Cobb just manhandling Sabre with leap shoulder tackles, stays on his feet, okay? Sabre on the outside. Cobb stalking Sabre and then strikes, headbutts him. Tries to recruit Kanemaru on the side, just kind of leads over to, hey, you want to join United Empire? More or less. I mean, that's kind of what Chris Charlton was getting at. Gives an opening for Sabre to strike Cobb, sending him back. But Cobb just strikes back, sending him back down. What are you going to do? Strike on the back, and then another to the face, then sent to the barricades. Goes Sabre. Sent all the way to the other one, okay? But Sabre this time comes bouncing back, okay, with a guillotine. He jumps right on Cobb. Guillotine choke. Okay, however, it doesn't last, okay? Cobb just lifts him over, sends him overhead, tosses him, okay? And Cobb goes back in the ring to break the count that the ref was starting, only to get Sabre back in the ring. Makes it very clear he's getting the pinfall victory. That's what he wants, okay? Jeff Cobb then... let me see here. Shoulder block. He shoulder block, just textbook, fundamental, works like hell. Shoulder blocks into the corner, okay? And Cobb is the beast to do it. Then just toss to the other corner, okay? Goes Sabre. Cobb takes him to another corner for an attack. For more attack, lobbed him to the other opposite corner like a rag doll, okay? Then he stands on Sabre's back, just completely dominant. Okay, Zack tries to retaliate with double open palm strikes to the gut, but Cobb fires back with a knee strike. Then back to the corner goes Zack Sabre, who dodges the splash, hits the DDT for some relief. Uppercuts by Zack Sabre, and one more from the back by Cobb. One more strike, okay? But a drop kick by Sabre. Another forearm uppercuts in the corner. Zack gets the neck crank in. Textbook Zack Sabre looks great. Cobb goes for the spin cycle, but it's reversed into a sleeper. Then the armbar, rope break by Jeff Cobb. More kicks by Sabre. Spin cycle is hit, though, however, by Jeff Cobb. Tour of the island, almost there. Zack Sabre hits the crucifix that I believe that's how we won the last match. That is how they, yes, I remember. Sabre won that match with that crucifix, okay? And that's what Charlton had said, too. Great damn match, by the way, at Dominion. Oh, my God. This was even better than that one, okay? I mean, they're both probably neck and neck. They're both probably about the same, but I like the way this one ended, and it was a 20-minute match versus a 15-minute match. It was impressive. Let's see. Some more roll-ups, okay? Let's see. No, the crucifix, Okay, he knew he wasn't going to get it. He didn't get the crucifix pin. So what does Sabre do? He just wraps him in this surfboard, a variation of like a surfboard stretch, just stretching the hell out of Cobb. Okay, I can't put a name on what he was doing to him, but it was impressive. Okay, strikes by Zack Sabre and one from Cobb, and a kick and a drop kick by Sabre. Some more roll ups. Okay, Cobb with a standing moonsault. I mean, come on, this guy, his size and his mass hits that standing moonsault is so impressive. Looking, he does miss it though, okay? And then Sabre with a another neck crank, okay? Followed by the double leg Nelson for the pin attempt, okay? 15 minutes have passed at this point, okay? Wondering, is it going to go to a draw? I don't think so. I'm still thinking this is going to Cobb, okay? Right? Kick to the, kick by Sabre, another German by Sabre, German by Cobb. Sabre back with a shining wizard. Okay, they called it something else, but it's a shining wizard. He hits the ropes. So he hits the ropes. Does Sabre? Okay, right into the arms and shoulders of Jeff Cobb, who hits what they called like a 5, 6, then 1,000. Just kind of a almost like a TKO. Followed by the Tour of the Islands, lands it perfectly. Okay, once he hits that, I'm like, it's over. It's over. And sure enough, Tour of the Islands into the 1, 2, 3. Jeff Cobb is your winner. Okay, 4-0. Okay, first time defeats Zack Sabre Jr. Okay, he's facing Yano next. Okay, what more can I say? Sabre takes on Shane Haste. Now, beautiful ending. Okay, followed up by even more beautiful, appropriate little speech by Jeff Cobb. Cobb. He's telling everybody, he's on his knees telling everybody to calm down, and then he falls to his mat. He's like, I need a second. People are laughing, and he's speaking in Japanese. He clearly is not proficient in Japanese, but he's learned enough language to talk to and remembered it to talk to the crowd, and that is highly respectful. Okay, the guy is so on the face side right now. Okay, he is just totally, becoming a superstar. He says that was a hard one. G1 is hotter. It's like this whole thing. Something along those lines. What it sounded like. Thanks, KORAKUEN Hall, very much in Japanese. Just bows, really a full bow, not a shit bow. And they loved him. Okay, they love him. Okay, Kelly and Charlton sign off, and it goes to the backstage where Cobb is like, so he's singing Bob Marley redemption song. He goes, no. I'm not a redemption song. I'm on a redemption story, okay? Zack Sabre, one hell of a match, and a champion, okay? Good job, but not good enough, okay? Since Sapporo, just a hard match after hard match after hard match, right? Next match, in Nagoya Achi, Japan, Yano, you trying to beat me? Take my points? He references to the Dolphins Arena. That's where it's going to be held. He goes, what do you say, Dolphins? Classic. Smart, funny. He's like, I'm about to drink some Sapporo. Then he points to like the advertisements. He's like, oh, by the way, it's good to have Sapporo here. Went to Sapporo Fest. I'm drinking beers, but I had to leave for some, I think he was talking about matches and places he had to be. He's like, well, either way, try hopefully Sapporo Fest. Like, hopefully I get to go back to Sapporo Fest. Either way, I'm drinking Sapporo at the bars. That's what I'm doing tonight. Celebrating more beers. Cobb is a national treasure for Japan. AEW and WWE, y'all missed out. Okay, Jeff Cobb is a superstar. Okay, love this guy. Okay, from Matanza to Jeff Cobb. Okay, just like the varsity boy, beast. Okay. Monster of United Empire. All right, smart, clever, funny. He has toned down. He needs to. He did this. Sometimes he's been a little silly in the ring where he shouldn't be. Okay, this match he's all business. Okay, he was all business in this match, so I appreciate that. I was very happy with him, his performance. If he can maintain his seriousness in the ring and be a little silly on the outside, that's fine. I'm cool with that. He's a face. Okay, he is a total baby face. Just needs to get some more merchandise in there and make some money off this dude. Okay, so I'm so happy to see that. All right, now let's go to predictions. All right, let's go to some predictions. Final thoughts. Show was excellent, focused, Well, before I do, let me just say some final things. The show was excellent, focused. I wish the previous night was just a little more focused. It had so much going on. It was incredible, but this show was tight. Didn't keep me like trying to cover everything and be like, oh god. And it was just much more tighter. It was a quicker paced night overall. Okay, so I was very happy with this show. Now let's get into some predictions. Okay, we've got some stuff to cover. Okay, and I'm gonna watch. I'm recording. I know that that Night 9 is aired in Japan. Okay, over the night. I'm going to watch it today. I'm going to try to get another review in tonight. I'm going to catch up. Either way, I am catching up now. And let's talk predictions. Because you know what? Night 7, I was freaking 8 for 8. 8 for 8. For this one, I mean, I got to go back. I think I might have missed one. I don't think I said Naito was going to lose, but I had a feeling. But no. Okay? Pretty much, I have been on a roll here. Okay? And I am not expecting to be on a roll at any night. Especially as it gets more into it. I don't want to be like, Mr. Predictor here, but I do know my wrestling. I do know how to read the stories. I do know how to, read the records and kind of get a baseline for, okay, what do I think is going to happen? All right, let's talk Night 9. Okay, it's going to be in Otaku Gymnasium in Tokyo, July 27th. Now, which is today. Sonata versus Ren Narita. Sonata's winning. Okay, as I mentioned before, there's no way in hell. Shota Umino versus Chase Owens. Okay. Going with Shota Umino. Hikuleo versus Yota Tsuji. Okay. I'm going with Yota Tsuji. Kaito Kiyomiya versus Gabe Kidd. Going with Kaito Kiyomiya. Gabe Kidd, though, is a beast. So let me just say that. Kazuchika Okada versus Will Ospreay. I'm going for a draw, or I'm going for a draw. That's my prediction. Otherwise, I'm going for Ospreay, perhaps. But this might be the one. This might be the one where I say, okay, someone's gonna beat Okada. This might be the one. Otherwise, I'm saying it's a draw. That's it. It's a draw. Even Ospreay said I can't do it in 20 minutes. It's a draw. That's my prediction. Okay, I would be more than happy to be wrong. ELP versus Kenta. ELP. Okay, if Kenta wins, great. Okay, but I'm going for ELP. Tonga Loa versus Great Khan. Going for Great Khan. Okay, Tonga Loa's been doing pretty well. A little bit better than Great. I mean, he's not doing fantastic, but he's doing better than Great Khan. And Great Khan's coming off a victory. He's feeling better. I mean, when I know he's coming off a loss, he had one victory. This guy, he's 1-3. He needs another win. Okay, Great Khan deserves another win. Okay, I'm not saying he's going to make it to the playoffs, but he deserves a win. Yoshihashi versus Tai Chi. I'm going for Yoshihashi. Yoshihashi deserves a win. Okay, Tai Chi also deserves a win, but after Yoshihashi's performance with Okada, my God, was he incredible. Okay. Let's go to night 10. Let's go back to these guys next night. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for. Night 10 for this review. Tama Tonga versus Shingo Takagi. Okay, I'm going for Tama Tonga. I love Shingo Takagi, but I'm going for Tonga. Okay, because Tonga is going to the playoffs. That's my call. This is where I'm going. It's getting closer now. Here we go. Tomohiro Ishii versus Evil. Okay, I'm going for Ishii. I think Ishii can do this, okay? I don't think Evil's going to... I do think he's going to go to the playoffs, actually. The way he's been winning, and I keep going against Evil, and Evil keeps winning, I'm going to go with Ishii, because I want to see Evil win. But I'm going with Ishii. Nicholls versus Eddie Kingston. Nicholls needs to win. Kingston's been doing great. I don't know if he's going to go to the... I don't think he's going to go to the playoffs if he's in the C block, so... But I could be wrong. But I'm going with Nicholls. Okay. Henare versus David Finlay. Finlay's going to win. Okay. Finlay's coming off that loss. He's furious. He's going to win. If he loses again, then this is the story. He's on a freaking shit streak. Okay. Losing 2 in a row. I think he's going to the playoffs. Okay. Henare. I mean, man, I feel bad for Henare. Let me just go back to his record to remind myself where he's at. He's 1-3, so he could use a win, but Finlay's not going to lose coming off of that loss. He's not going to come, as far as Henare could Henare's a beast though. Okay, here's the other thing. Henare, I don't care if he loses the rest of his G1. The guy is a beast. He's put on hell of bangers. He's incredible talent, and he's a beast. Okay, what more can I say? He's got plenty of room to grow, so I'm not worried about Henare. Okay, I'm really not. So Finlay's going to win. Zack Sabre versus Shane Haste. Zack Sabre's coming off a win. Okay, is my prediction. Now Shane Haste, He's coming off a victory. He's feeling like $1,000,000. The guy is excellent. I mean, they keep saying it. He's got all the skills and potential to look to be a champion. He just needs to get more serious. And I agree. He needs to just be a little bit more serious, lose the fucking orange hat, give it to this boy who comes with him, okay? And put on another hat. Wear a more badass hat. You're a badass. You're a badass, Shane Haste. So freaking, look like it. You got a badass music too. So freaking, show it off. Let me look at Shane Haste's record. I believe he's 2-2, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he's 2-2. He could lose. He could earn. He could probably use a win. However, Sabre Jr. is going to the playoffs. Okay, with his performance, I'd be crazy. I'd be very surprised if he does not go to the playoffs. And we're getting close. We're getting close to the ending. So it's a close call. It's a very close call. I just don't see Zack Sabre losing two in a row, but he could be on a losing streak. Maybe after 3 wins, wouldn't hurt him either. So, okay, let me go with Shane Haste. Let me just see. I'd like to see. Let me just say this. I want Sabre to win. Why? Because I know that Sabre is ready to go to the playoffs. Shane Haste, I don't think is ready. So if Shane Haste wins, he's not going to the playoffs. If he wins, he's just doing it to take points. He's just taking points away from Sabre so that someone else can get into the playoffs. So Sabre, I want him in the playoffs. So I want him. I think he is appropriate to be in the playoffs. The guy has earned his fucking strokes. He's paid his dues. He's a fucking incredible performer in New Japan, and he's earned the right to be in the damn playoffs. So put him in the playoffs. Put fucking Jeff Cobb in the playoffs. I'm cursing now. Good, because I'm now getting pissed if I don't see Zack Sabre and Jeff Cobb in the damn playoffs. All right. I like underdogs, but even more so, I like individuals that bust their ass and work hard, and then follow through. They have a couple they have hiccups, they have mistakes, they fuck up, they are not perfect, but they power through that shit and get the win, okay? Because they earned it. So Shane Haste, I could see him winning, okay? I definitely could give Shane Haste a win for this one. That's me being the not the mark, but maybe I guess you could say of course a little bit more wiser or smart mark. I'm not. One day I'll talk about what it means to be a smart mark. I do not hold it in a respectful kind of remark, because that's the way I was grown up. I'm not saying that I don't respect smart marks. I think that they're awesome, and we're all smart marks. The ones in the community, we're all smart marks. But I don't like that term, and I'll get into it as far as for those that are in the business. They don't like that. They don't call that word, use that word respectfully. Okay. So that being said, okay, just my experience and my know-how of this business, this industry, I'm telling you right now, Shane Haste would win, but I would like to see Sabre win. Okay, sorry about that rant. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Goto. Okay, I'm going with Goto. Could go either way. But I think Goto's had a quick loss. He can bounce back. He needs to heal. Tanahashi's doing better though. So they're both veterans. So this is the chance for Tanahashi to maybe shine. So maybe Tanahashi will get the win. So it could go either way. So I want to see Goto win. Clearly, I want to see Goto win. I still think he has some more years left in him than Tanahashi. He's great. He's athletic. So I'm favoring Goto. And plus, my brain is telling me that Goto, just receiving the loss, Tanahashi receiving the win. This could be Goto's chance to win. But Tanahashi has been getting more, just a little bit better, more momentum. He's looking more like Tanahashi. He's not the old school ace Tanahashi, but he's more seasoned veteran Tanahashi who can still pull out W's. So, betting man wise, I'm going to go with Tanahashi. Okay, but as I said, it can go either way. Tetsuya Naito versus Alex Coughlin. I'm going with Naito. He can give the nod to Coughlin. That's great. Coughlin's a beast. That's great. Coughlin coming back from a victory. Naito from a loss. I'm going with Naito. Naito does not need it. Naito does not need any more loss. He could use one more loss. I don't know if he's going to, honestly, I don't know if he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna make it. I don't know. If he does, my God, I'm be happy with it. But Jeff Cobb and Sabre are looking to go to the playoffs. Okay, so if Shane Haste beats Sabre, okay, I change my mind. Okay, if Naito wins and Sabre loses, I'll be happy. Okay, if both of them lose, fuck that. Okay, so obviously I want Naito to win. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to do it. It's so much more at stake here when you talk about the playoffs. You need two of the best. And in this block, you got two guys that were 3-0. Now one's 4-0. Now one's 3-1. Okay? He's the only one in the block that's 3-1. He could lose though and go 3-2. Naito gets a win. He's 3-2. Okay? So that's what I'm hoping for. Really, really hoping for. I want to see Sabre beat Haste. I want to see Naito more than anything win, and then Sabre be on the loss. So, and that could make sense. Naito's running out of years, so if you're going to get him in the playoffs, maybe this is the time to do it. You know what I mean? I'm going for him to. I would like to see, if he makes it to the playoffs, I'd like to see him make it to the main event and get him to maybe have one more good main event G1 Climax. Okay, I don't know, I can't say he's going to ever win the G1 again. I hope he does. I really hope he does. That being said, he's going to win this one. Okay, Toru Yano versus Jeff Cobb. Hell no. Hell no. If Yano wins, it's going to be the fluke of all flukes. Jeff Cobb is a sweetheart. Okay, he's an angel. All right, he is a stand-up guy if he gives the point to Yano, because obviously Jeff Cobb's not losing shit. Like, Jeff Cobb's not going to. There's going to be nothing taken away from fucking Jeff Cobb. Okay, the guy is a beast. He's already taken out 4 individuals. Okay, last one, Zack Sabre Jr. Okay, so if it's a fluke if the fluke we want, it's a fluke we can get. If Cobb says, yeah, okay, he's probably okay with it. Okay, I don't think that New Japan's going to be like, yeah, let's give a fluke to Yano, take away from Jeff Cobb. I think Cobb's going 5-0, and I think he's going to be like solidifying himself into the playoffs. Okay, if not, here's the other thing. If Yano wins, okay, again, then Cobb's going two more matches. He's going to win both. He's going to go 6-1. Okay, and he's going to still be more than likely the top guy to go in the playoffs. He's going to be the number 1 seed. Okay, more than likely. Either way, he's going to the playoffs. Cobb's going to the playoffs. That's it. So, man, it's been a good one. On that note, I hope you enjoyed this review. Once again, hope the next review I do will be tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay. Hopefully the video quality will be much better with my new headset. I hope you hit the like button and throw in some comments there if you'd like. Check out my other videos. It's been a hell of a ride. So glad to be back. So glad to have those damn stints out. My God, so much nasty stuff. Okay, I don't want to get into it. But yeah, it was gross. My voice is clearly on another level than it was the last few days. So happy to be back. Only hoping to get better. And on that note, I will see you all later. And take care until next time. Have a good one. Bye.
to sleep.